Hey, this is Jim. It's 10:36 a.m. in San Francisco, California on January the 31st. Please note that all discussions, analysis, and information presented are for general informational and educational purposes only and should not be construed as financial or any other form of professional advice. This is going to be the last video you see from me in quite a while, maybe forever. That turning point low that we were looking for on the 17th hit. That was the last video that I posted, and that low was probed yesterday. The good news is that we've taken care of the hidden retest at the 404 level, along with the entire ABCDE vibration sequence that was completed this morning on that downside probe right here. Either Adam Aaron shuts his fucking mouth and allows the stock to rally during the zones of strength during February, or he continues to crush the stock. And it's that simple. And that's out of my control. There's no reason for me to update anything or to talk about anything else. It's beating a dead horse, and I'm tired of listening to myself talk, quite frankly. So either the stock takes off and revisits some of the levels I'm about to show you during February, or I would be willing to bet that Adam Aaron is the reason that it does not rally if it does not rally. I believe it will. I believe he's going to step aside. The trading activity's completely different here today compared to all the barcoding we've been seeing down into the hole here. So it looks like they've decided to step aside. Real quick view of this 5-minute setup. As I said before, this thing is noisy on the way back up until we get back above the 660 level, at which point I am expecting to see some really nice movement to the upside. But there are a lot of reasons why a stock doesn't just go straight up off of a new all-time low. Now, if you've traded in a trading range for months and months and months, and then you slightly probe to an all-time low, then yes, a stock can turn around. And there are examples out there of a stock turning around and blasting off to the upside. I've never seen any examples of a stock posting relentless, sharply trending lower lows and then turning around and out of the hole, moving straight back up through higher levels or through an all-time high. If you guys can show me an example, love to see it. I've never seen it. There's a reason it doesn't happen. There's a process you have to go through to repair velocity. Anyway, quick view of what we've just been through here. This is the turning point low that hit accurately on January the 17th. Stock tracked up into this predicted zone of strength, tagged that 480 vibration level, left behind a 404 hidden retest, and that was a level that was retested on the 29th. That's the B wave, the move up through the A. This is the B. This move up was the C. We were looking for a DE to complete. That completed this morning. I added shares down here at a 404 limit order. You can see we've created some noisiness on the way back up again. Left behind a little hidden retest at 412 doesn't mean it has to be hit before the stock takes off to higher levels. It just means that this is a level that if it's not hit and vibrated on here quickly, that we'll need to think about, or at least I will be watching that number down the road and expecting price to come all the way back down to 412 no matter how high the stock moves first. You can see sort of garden variety vibration here, semi-complete at the 418 and 415 level. That 415 is an important level. I'm going to show you on the 60-minute chart in a minute. But I like the steepness of the trajectory. If you guys have followed me for a number of years, you know I love to see off of an inflection point. So off of your point of origin, low or high, I like to see a sharp price trajectory on the very first leg. That sets the personality of all the following price moves, either up or down, depending on if you're catching a move, in this case, a reversal low. If it's a reversal high, same thing. I like to look at the price trajectory on the very first leg, and you can basically take that trajectory and drag it forward in time and continue to look at and continue to expect to see the same kind of trajectory on upside moves in the future. So no matter how long it takes a stock to sort of move sideways and consolidate or move lower, whether it's a complex correction or a simple ABC kind of Elliott correction, the next move up should follow the same trajectory, if not a steeper. So it's useful if you're trading options. Anyway, this is what this looks like. I'd love to see the stock kind of take care of the rest of this noise down here and then move higher. I'll show you the reason. I'm sorry, let me show you this. We've got a couple hidden retests here that can be hit as early as the 2nd, I believe. And you can see they lie at the 450 level and the 455 level. Once those are hit, vibration there. Like I said, it's a fairly noisy setup. I'll show you guys real quickly and then wrap up. This is the 60-minute. Again, we can see all of every single time the stock's attempted to rally, you have Adam Aaron diluting. So Aaron diluting, Aaron diluting, Aaron diluting, Aaron diluting. Then he comes out. We start to move off of that 117 turning point low, tracking perfectly toward this zone of strength. Aaron tweets here and then tweets again right here about how terrible the box office is. So this is what this looks like. You guys, if you followed me for a while, you know how this works. If for some reason we don't track up to price levels into a zone of strength that we're tracking into, they move into the next zone of strength. So that's what that looks like. And again, once we get above the 660 level, then things can really break loose to the upside and make a lot of progress on a percentage basis in between sort of stutter steps or consolidation or hesitation. But in my work, at least, no reason to expect any straight line move to the upside until we take care of a few of those things. This shows also another view of sort of some of the noisiness that the stock will have to battle its way through. And typically, every single downtrend and uptrend has meaning in a market at every single time frame. So again, you can kind of see here, Aaron dilutes. Aaron never mentions wonk at the box office, even though that was a really successful movie. And the seasonality would typically argue that a movie that was launched during that period of the holiday wouldn't have done as well and wouldn't have had the staying power into January that Wonka had domestic and internationally. Adam Aaron never mentioned this, never mentioned it before it was released, never mentioned the success of it during its release. It's the strangest thing. If you guys have a theory on that, let me know. And then, of course, Aaron tweets. So my big question here, will Adam Aaron keep his mouth shut? We'll see. You guys can see that even in the bigger picture, and this is the big important trend line coming off the August highs based on the 60-minute price bars, that break set up this 415 vibration sequence. You guys remember, 415, 420, all those vibration levels are also active down at the 1 minute and the 5 minute level. So a lot of noise in there, but the good news is you can see I've marked it okay, which means that the stock has already moved in the ABCDE vibration sequence to satisfy that particular level. So eventually here we should start up, and hopefully we'll track the future zones of strength here in my model. Again, February is make or break because it is by far and away the most bullish cluster of dates that I've had on the board since 2021. Matter of fact, 2021 was more of a one and done setup, whereas February of this year and into early March, they're very consistent and sort of relentless zones of strength. We also know that we have all these upside hidden retest levels to shoot for, so we've got the perfect combination of zones of strength and bogeys to shoot for. Again, everything really boils down to this. Matter of fact, maybe I'll change that. That probably shouldn't just be the same size as everything else. There, how's that? So that's the key to everything. That's the key to everything as we move into February and March. If you're still defending Adam Aaron, I don't know what you're smoking. I honestly don't know what you're smoking. Just go back and look at things. He did not need to raise. He didn't need the CRS. You guys saw the way the stock took off when Zern rejected the settlement agreement. It was twitchy. It was perfect. The slingshot was loaded, and then they did what they did. And then all of this and this and this and this and this. It is what it is, you guys. I do not know how you can love the company and not love the CEO. I'd love to see him step down. I really believe he's acting like he's compromised. So we'll see. Hopefully he steps down. Anyway, that's what that looks like. You guys have seen things down here at the sort of micro level. For me personally, I'm completely full, happy with the position I have. Added my last little piece this morning, added to some March calls. And other than that, I'm just going to sit back now at this point and go and trade other things. If this works out, it looks to me like it will end up being negative beta compared to the rest of the market, because in my work, the major market averages look extremely bearish February and into March. Whether that has to do with something that the Fed has to say today in a little bit here, it's 10:47 right now, or if it's related to what I think is about to happen with crude oil trading to much higher levels, and probably all sorts of continued and escalating chaos overseas. I don't know, but I do know that there's only one way for me to read my stock index model, and that's that it's very, very bearish. So if this is going to work out for AMC, it's going to end up, and if my other forecast is right, it's going to end up trading inverse to the major market averages. That's it from my side. Good luck, everyone. As I said, no reason for me to post any other videos anytime soon, and maybe not again. If I don't speak with you again, good to know some of you, horrendous to know others of you, and adios.